Hey, welcome to King Benny's Football Picks. Going to recap this past weekend's action. First with the bad news. Sunday was not good at all for me. I haven't had a bad NFL Sunday like that in probably this year yet. Started off with Cleveland hosting the Chargers. They were getting 1 point at home. Didn't really think they were going to do it, but I went with them anyway. But kind of had more faith in the momentum that Cleveland had done. But I guess they're still the Browns. They got killed 38-14. Chicago at Miami. That was a good one. Went to overtime. Chicago looked bad at first. Once again, thought they would maintain the momentum, and they didn't. And Miami was bound to bounce back after two lousy weeks. They returned home, were the returning dog, ended up winning the game 31-28. Got that one wrong. Washington, same thing. You knew that they were going to bounce back, but the line movement, the way the money was moving around, made me favor Carolina getting 1 point. They lost 23-17. My Bengals, in typical fashion, blew it in the last minute to Pittsburgh. Then they lost by a touchdown instead of covering the 2.5. Houston won, beating Buffalo by 7, but that wasn't enough to cover the 10. Got that one wrong as well. I did get Baltimore, Tennessee correct. They were laying 3, double down on that, and they blanked Tennessee. That one was good. And then Kansas City, they just barely squeaked one out there. There at the last second. Really goes to show you that getting that extra half a point. I had them at plus 3.5. Getting that extra bit really helps, especially if the house wins on pushes. So rough Sunday, 2-5. But fortunately, Saturday was a lot better for me. Started it out Friday night, Utah State, laying 13.5 against Arizona, crushed them 42-10. Toledo, that was a close one. They were getting killed early. They were 1-point favorites, ended up losing by 2. That was tough. Nebraska, that line had shrunk. I want to say it was at like 8 or 9 earlier in the week. Went down to 3.5, and wouldn't you know it, they needed every bit of that. They looked like they were going to win that game for most of it, but Northwest came back, ended up losing by 3. Got them at 3.5. Won that one. That was nice. UNC Charlotte, 9.5-point dogs, ended up crushing Western Kentucky 40-14. Big game, LSU hosting Georgia. I had to go with LSU getting over a touchdown at home. I knew that they had some work to do, that they were going to try to make a statement, make this a big win, and at the very least keep it close. And instead, they absolutely throttled Georgia by 20 points, 36-16. The two of the lesser games I took New Mexico State against Louisiana Lafayette, and then Coastal Carolina against the other small Louisiana team, UL Monroe. And wouldn't you know it, one was a favorite, one was the dog, one was the favorite, and both Louisiana schools ended up winning. I didn't take either one of them. New Mexico State, they crushed New Mexico State 66-38. The Cajuns did, and then Louisiana Monroe destroyed Coastal Carolina by 25. So that's what I get for going against Louisiana, I guess. Michigan and Wisconsin, another big statement game for them. Hosting Wisconsin, a big chance at a decent squad. They were 8-point favorites, and I saw that had gone up to 10 in some books, so I had to jump on that 8. And they delivered 38-13. So that was really good. Ended up going 6-3 on Saturday, so that made up for the lousy Sunday. Went 8-8 on the weekend, so I was able to keep that winning percentage, and it puts my total at 58-44-3 for the year. So that's the recap. Keep an eye out for my picks for this coming week. Subscribe or comment if you're interested in this. And as always, good luck and enjoy those games.